And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. Welcome everybody to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Atlanta Hawks going up against the Boston Celtics here in Boston. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, with David Aldridge roaming the sideline. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Jrue Holiday.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. The pairing up front, Johnson and Capella. Daniels out there with Young. And it's Shea in at the small forward position. And for the Celtics, the post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Brown in at the small forward. So Atlanta will get the first possession. RJ, this could be a battle won in the trenches. Each team with a formidable front court.
Yeah, both these teams are loaded with a lot of skill down low. Kind of old school. Should be a physical contest.
And Capella has run pick and roll so many times. Adept at knowing where to cut after the screen.
Pass to Tatum. The tray. Rebound by the Hawks. And here's Daniels. And he really did play well against Chicago in that last game. Young against Holiday. 6 to shoot. And that's collected by Jrue Holiday. Brown outside. Pass to White. Drives to the hoop. Right on the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Here's Young. The rebound by Holiday. Well, Greg, Boston didn't just win the title. They won their 18th NBA championship in style.
No series went more than 5, going 16-3 in the postseason, Kevin. Half of those wins were by 15 or more. The Celtics really weren't even challenged during that title run.
Here's Shea after Jrue Holiday's score. Here's Johnson. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. The Celtics have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
An active scorer, whenever Tatum forces the issue and goes at the defense, they have to compromise.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
And he knocks down the first one.
What strikes me about Jason Tatum is really his versatility. He's got any move for any situation that you throw at him. His moves have moves. His counters have counters. That is a man that can finish plays or make them.
And so Tatum nails them both. Greg, since making it to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021, the Atlanta Hawks haven't been that good.
And it was hard to tell if that was a Cinderella run at the time, but Kevin, looking like that might have been the outlier. The Hawks took some risks to get back there, but it just hasn't worked.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Wide, a screen on Johnson. Here's Tatum. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson.
Taking a look here at some numbers for Trae Young. The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run, averaging about 27 points per, 11 assists, and 2 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
I've played with someone like him, the type of player that looks to get others involved first. That's my type of teammate.
Now here's Brown. His last outing with 20 points. And the shot goes down.
And each year it seems Brown keeps getting better at shooting the ball, especially from the mid-range.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Here's a look at the teams that have been dominant offensively over the course of the past month. The 4th spot held by the Hawks.
I just love their offensive flow lately. I mean, this is a dominant team offensively because of that rhythm and pace.
Young outside. Capella sets a screen for Young. Connects from three-point range.
And one thing about Trae Young, this guy has zero fear. Always looking to pull from deep.
Tatum deciding where to go with it. Right side Porzingis. Out to White. A second chance effort. Rebound Atlanta. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
And the mental game you talk about, a lot comes down to coaching, having your players focused.
Shot clock at 3. Daniels, no good.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
And here's Tatum for 3. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Tatum's got 5.
An accurate shooter from distance. Tatum's teammates want him to keep looking to pull the trigger.
Capella kicks to Hunter. Looking for Young. He gets it there. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Young's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And the Eastern Conference has been fun to watch. A lot of focus as always this year. And as we hit the midseason surge, let's check out the standings and how they're shaping up. You take a look at the Celtics. Holding on to second spot in the conference. A great season for them so far. And checking out Atlanta. They're 5 spots away.
And I think for the Hawks, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
And you have to wonder if this roster can get to that next level. They have talent, but if it doesn't come together, they might have to shake it up.
Now Okongwu after Jaylen Brown's three-pointer that didn't go. Back to Okongwu. That ties it up.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses? Understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
The Hawks shooting their first free throw of the night.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
Atlanta making a switch here. Krejci's checked in. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. And RJ, the combination of Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown winning a title together. That's something else.
There was some small talk going around about breaking them up. Good thing for the Celtic front office, they kept them both. In their first 7 seasons as a duo, they have 5 trips to the conference finals. That is a ridiculous run.
And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. The Celtics making a switch here. Springer's checked in. Clock at 2. Here's Pritchard. The shot's good on the assist by Horford.
A fantastic passing big. Horford makes great decisions with the ball.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Hunter on the wing, guarded by Tatum. Hunter, the pass to Krejci. Here's Bogdanovich. No scoring in this one. And the first shot of the night for him, no good. Here's Springer. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's the Celtics up by 1. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And when you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what do you think?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
When you're the more aggressive club, good things tend to happen. We'll see if they can maintain this level of intensity.
The Celtics with the lead. So with Johnson on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. Bogdanovich on the wing. He's paired with Rizachet. Okongwu is out there with DeAndre Hunter. And it's Krejci in at the point. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks. Well, there's plenty of scorers on the Celtics, but Jason Tatum says, I'm going to get my shots. It's just about trusting the process. From experience, I understand that I'm good enough that I can relax and defer a little bit. Then in the fourth, I can score 20 in the quarter. Kevin? It sounds like he's figured it all out.
Thank you so much. You know, he can take over at any time, and it's fun to watch. DA, we thank you for that. Richard, we know how hard the game is to play, but I think we also know how hard the game is to officiate.
I agree, Kevin. I think the one thing about basketball is that it's constant movement. There are plays happening all around the referees. It's not like football where every 45 seconds you run another play. In 45 seconds, you could have had a different 5 or 6 possessions. That puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the referees.
That's a nice play, getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
And you know it takes skill for you to get your shot up over a bigger guy. Little giant killer. That's impressive stuff. That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
Here's Pritchard. 5 points in the game. And here's Tatum for 3. Okongwu grabs the board. The Hawks leading by 3. Pass to Bogdanovich. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Showing off his inside game. Bogdan is an all-around scorer.
Tatum, that's for 2. Rebound, Atlanta. Okongwu's now got his 4th rebound in this one. Executing to perfection right now offensively.
I mean, in total sync. Good luck trying to stop him now.
A moment now to check out some numbers for Derek White.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
No good on that one. And with this era of the Atlanta Hawks, Greg, they've gone as far as their defense has let them.
You look back at their conference finals run in 21, that was the last time they had a top 10 defense. So scoring's never been the issue with this core, but defense has been non-existent.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Clint Capella comes in for Okongwu, and Trae Young subbed in for Rizachet. Good on the second free throw. Richard, the Celtics have been among the NBA's elites for quite a while now.
Well, they've been a title contender every year for almost a decade now. Even with several coaching changes over that time, they've been the model of consistency.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Some changes for Boston. Jaylen Brown's checked in for Horford. And it's White in for Pritchard. And a change for the Hawks. Roddy's checked in. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Pass to Bogdanovich. It's hauled in by Porzingis. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Trailing by 4. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger. And we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And they backed it up with their play. Got production from everyone, and they were able to walk the walk on the offensive end.
Here's Young after Drew Holiday's score. And Young kicks to Bogdanovich. 4 on the clock. Shoots over White. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Bogdanovich has got 11.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Hunter against Brown. Hunter grabs the miss.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Young against Holiday. They set the pick. Pass to Roddy. Over Tatum. Rebounded by the Celtics.
A little ambitious on that possession, trying to hit a shot in the face of that defensive pressure.
Brown against Hunter. Brown the pass to Porzingis. Here's White. Offline with his 3.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Roddy the pass to Young. Now Bogdanovich. Shoots over White. Bogdanovich, no luck.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
White the pass to Tatum. Fires the 3. No good. Shot missing.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
Young against Holiday. Young looking it over. With some arc, and the shot goes in. Young's got the lead up to 6 now for the Hawks.
And nice little floater right there. Give Young credit. He's developed the shots he needs to overcome his size limitations.
Nice feed inside. Saw the play develop and hit him right when he needed to.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
Holiday against Young. Capella with a screen on Holiday. Young for 3. Here's Capella, and he goes right over Jaylen Brown and slams it down.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. And so it's Bogdanovich making highlights for the Atlanta Hawks. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. With Quinn Snyder, Coach, great offense in the first half. What made it possible?
I think we're executing pretty well. Moving them around a little bit with some fakes, and guys are just playing aggressive as much as anything. Hopefully we get a few more stops.
It's been good so far, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
Howdy, folks. The moment you've been waiting for is here. Before we recap the first half, let's see what the standings look like in the East.
Checking out Boston. You know, Halloween was a long time ago, but this team is still the scariest group in the league.
And now let's discuss this game. Talk about a strong start for the Atlanta Hawks.
Their offense is running like a machine there, Shaq. I mean, they're making calculated decisions, kind of like all of those degrees you have. Calculated degrees, very consistent approach, man. I'm telling you, man, just like you.
Yeah, you can't speed them up or slow them down.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Bogdanovich really making a difference here.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
Celtics trail by 6. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Porzingis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Boston 5. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
White finds Brown. 5 to shoot. The 17-footer goes down. Brown's got his second basket of the night.
The mid-range is not an issue for Brown, and it's just another weapon in his arsenal now.
And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
Now here is Holiday after Clint Capella's miss.
Look, forget those long jumpers, Kristaps. Use that size. Rock the rim.
Capella with a screen on Holiday. And here's Young from the arc. Trains the three-pointer. Young's got 10 points in the game.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Brown, no good. The Hawks leading by 5. Daniels dishes to Young. A floater. The rebound by Holiday. The Celtics have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Tatum, no good.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
And it's Johnson with the jam.
What a play by Young. Out of that pick and roll, does a great job with his decision making.
Boston shooting under 40% all in all for the game. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla has talked about the two J's, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. He says they've been lumped together because they play a similar position, but they don't have to be similar. They've got to be able to express who they are and not constantly be compared to each other. They're not the same. Kevin?
Back, David, remember a couple years ago, there was some thought that maybe one would be traded. I'm glad they're still together. That free throw missing. Over the last few seasons, we've seen the resurgence of Porzingis. And, Richard, it has been fun to watch.
Kevin, he's been effective on both sides of the ball. He's always been a good player, but his recent fit has really improved his play.
And he sinks the second.
And when healthy, Porzingis is a highly impactful player. He is a 7-foot wing that really spaces the floor.
Here is Daniels. He has yet to score. Pass to Johnson. Young outside. Shoots the three. And Boston with the rebound. Their next game is in San Francisco, so a road game with the Warriors. And that'll be game one of a 4-game road trip.
Determination from Porzingis through that contact.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Pritchard, he's checked in for White. This is a look at the NBA's assist leaders for the last 10 games. Gosh, can these guys throw the ball around the court? Here are the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. Trae Young on top.
And those games have seen him dropping more dimes than you might have thought possible.
Atlanta with the ball. They lead by 4. Johnson outside. Back to Young. Capella sets a screen for Young. Johnson outside. Here's Capella. It's hauled in by Brown. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Boston. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Porzingis kicks to Tatum. And it's off from three-point range. The Hawks leading by 4. Young passes to Daniels. From 12 feet out. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Pritchard. Here's Holiday. Rebound Atlanta. Capella's got his 6th rebound on the night. And there's the foul. It's on Peyton Pritchard. That is his first foul of the game. Atlanta making some changes. Hunter comes in for Daniels. And it's Bogdanovich in for Young. Johnson against Tatum. 5 on the clock. Pass to Bogdanovich. Hits the three-point bomb. Bogdanovich has got the lead up to 7 now for the Hawks.
And when Bogdanovich is that well set up, he's almost automatic. Nice shot.
Here's Tatum. Rebound Atlanta.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
Hunter, bounce pass. Johnson with it. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That's on Jaylen Brown.
Now, how about the strength and focus on that one? It's clear Hunter up to the challenge at finishing on a physical defense.
The free throw drops for Hunter.
An athletic forward with a versatile skill set. Hunter has also proven he can come up big in big moments.
Now here's Brown. Right now checking his stats. He's averaging over 23 points a game.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Here's Krejci. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Johnson finds Okongwu. Here's Bogdanovich. No good that time. Good work defensively by Horford.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to Hauser. There's 38 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Pritchard. Banked in off the glass. Pritchard's got 7.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
And the basket by Krejci.
Oh, great ball movement there.
There's 21 seconds left in the third quarter. Brown deciding where to go with it. Here's the three, and the three ball is good. Brown's got 5 points now this quarter.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the deep.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. Right back after this break. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And two teammates on the same page, woo.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. The Hawks leading by 7. So with Johnson on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. Outside, the wings are Bogdanovich and Hunter. Then it's Okongwu, and it's Roddy in at the power forward. Here's Hunter, and it's denied. Here's Tatum. Great job by Tatum in close.
Oh, you gotta prevent Tatum from getting into the lane, because once he's in there, you're done.
Pass to Roddy. Now, here's Hunter. He's guarded closely. There's the 3. Roddy no good. Celtics shooting about 42% so far. Here's Pritchard. Clock at 6. Puts up a deep 3. It's rebounded by Roddy.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Knocks down the 3 ball. And the Hawks lead by 8.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Outside Tatum. Here's Pritchard. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Hawks.
All game long, they've been making it rain from the arc. And look, they've done it by feeding the hot hands.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific, doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
First one falls for him. Drew Holiday's checked in for the Celtics. Then for the Hawks, Gay's checked in, and it's Matthews in for DeAndre Hunter. And he makes both free throws.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see a miss.
Matthews sets a screen for Young. Okongwu finds Young. The three. The rebound by the Celtics. Tatum's got 6 rebounds now in the game. The outside leaner. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
He made that way more difficult than it had to be with that leaning jumper. As a result, he comes away empty.
Here's Young, and he finishes nicely on the layup. And the Hawks lead by 8.
Oh, crafty move there by Young, finessing his way around the contact.
Tatum passes to Hauser. Horford with the screen on Young. Pritchard gets the bucket.
Yeah, and they are living and dying from beyond the arc since halftime. It's a different look than what we saw in the first half.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Quinn Snyder's huddle, and he was real calm during the timeout. He was smiling when he told the team, we're up. Game plan is working. Go out there and have fun. It's always fun when you're up late. Guys?
Thank you, David. Now, here is Young. Pass to Johnson. Young outside. Another shot. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Tatum dishes to Holiday. Tatum no good. The Hawks leading by 5. On the wing, Daniels. Light covering. To the paint. Here's Capella. Nice D from Porzingis. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Tatum with a screen on Young. Here's Holiday. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on Jalen Johnson.
And Holiday does not make things easy for defenders. He is very crafty.
That free throw, no good.
Talk about a guy who gives you everything. Drew Holiday is a coach's dream.
He hits the second from the line.
That one miss was huge. He had a chance to turn this into a one-possession game.
Pass to Daniels. Now Johnson. Young outside. Capella sets a screen for Young. The Hawks again can't hit.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
It's good. And the Hawks lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Tatum.
I do not care what kind of game he is having. In these moments, Tatum is just different.
Now, here is Young. Inside, Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
And what an important possession. Capella's been in that situation many times before, and he knows the drill.
Here's Holiday, in by Porzingis. Here's the teardrop, and Holiday with the lay-in. Good.
He's been here so many times. What a huge make by Drew Holiday.
Here's Young. Good on the shot.
This is why people are just so high on Young, because he comes through with big shots in the game.
Here's Tatum. Inside, Tatum.
And if anybody didn't know, Jason Tatum has that killer instinct just coming up in a big way.
Young inside, guarded by Holiday.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. Tatum against Johnson. It drops. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
It is the sheer confidence of Tatum, ready to put his team on his back.
Young outside. Carries it from outside.
So calm when the game is on the line. Young knows it's his job to bring this game home.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession.
A classic breakdown with the ball, sending it right out of bounds and giving the defense a freebie.
You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. Here's Young. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. And now we've got the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. Austin with the ball. Brown outside. Rebound, Atlanta. And so they foul intentionally.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Shooting for Atlanta, Trae Young, the line for 2.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he is unable to get the second one. And so it's Atlanta with the W. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And now let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline for our player of the game. David, take it away.
Thank you very much, guys. Trey, what does a win like this mean in terms of where this team is heading?
I think we're heading in the right direction. I'm super excited about the future here in Atlanta, the future in this team, and I mean, we're heading in the right direction.
Certainly looks like it, man. Thanks very much. Back to you.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. And so for Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and our reporter David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for tuning in to watch the NBA on 2K Sports. And now our player of the game, Trae Young.